Hey everybody, welcome to my vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Amber Gonzalez and I am so glad you guys are here. If you haven't done so already, remember to subscribe to keep up with the most recent videos that are going to be coming out. So 4 months ago, I did a vlog titled All Efforts Wasted with a question mark. This is part 2 of that video because I want to give an update of what's been going on since that day. So if you haven't watched it, I encourage you, go back and watch that particular video because then everything in this video will make more sense. Plus, I'm going to have a part 3 to this. So in that video, I explained how I threw out a fleece like Gideon did in regards to my Etsy shop. And based on that fleece, I made the decision to shut down my Etsy shop. You guys, I rewatched that video recently and I was crying all over again. Like seriously weeping. I'm watching the video. I'm watching myself. I'm like, I know it's me, but if you were somebody else, I'd feel so bad for you. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry this happened to you, to me. Like, it was a sad moment. But yeah. Anyway, so I made the decision to shut down my Etsy shop. Now, I don't normally make decisions like that without my husband, but because of everything that was going on, everything that was happening, time didn't allow us to connect. And so I made the decision because I thought I had to hurry. And I made that decision without him. Now, sometime after that video, sometime after I got back from California, actually, he took me on a coffee date and he said, what happened with the bookmark? So I began to explain to him. I gave him the whole spiel how I did a Gideon move. And he began to explain to me how fleece throwing is not necessarily biblical. He said, you don't see that in the New Testament except when Peter casted lots to find a disciple that would replace Judas. And look how well that turned out. You guys, I was so embarrassed because I should have known that. I should have known that because of Paul. I love Paul. Paul in the Bible, that was his argument. He's like, I am a disciple. I am an apostle of Christ. Had Peter not casted lots and just waited on the Lord and prayed to the Lord, he would have eventually saw Paul come into the picture. So yeah, I knew better. But because I was desperate, I panicked and I bypassed all of that. But my husband asked me, he said, Amber, what did your heart land on when you threw the fleece out? And I told him, I said, I didn't want my Etsy shop to end. He said, then that was your heart's desire. And the Lord wants to give you the desires of your heart. I can't argue with that. I don't disagree. Like I said, I should have known better. You know, there's a scripture, Proverbs 16:33, that says, we may throw the dice, but the Lord determines how they fall. Throwing dice is casting lots. And casting lots was a game of chance to make a decision. The idea is not to use games of chances to determine the Lord's will for our lives. To cast a lot was a way to commit the decision to God. And when we commit that decision to God, He guides us. So when I threw my fleece out there, it was committed to God. And you know what? He showed up. It's not like I threw a fleece out there on some false religion or some idol to answer me. No, I threw a fleece out, but it was committed to God. And He showed up, you guys. He showed up. So although I will not be throwing any more fleeces out there, I'm glad it happened. Because it happened, it actually brought a lot of things to the surface. And in this time, as he's guiding me, he also showed me why I panicked and what happened. And he also showed me how I don't need to be ashamed or even embarrassed by it, which I'll be sharing more about that on the next video. But if you're like me and you threw a fleece out there, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. Just dust yourself off and keep moving. And just remember to commit every plan to God, and He will guide you. So that is my encouragement to you, you guys. Thank you again for tuning in, and thank you guys for always for your support. It is much appreciated. And if you haven't done so, remember to subscribe. And as always, if you haven't started, start today, because there is no time like the present time. Take care.